evening, everybody. Today, the Ukrainian community has already, for more than 1 year, again came to the square. We are coming to the square every single evening to remind you that the Russian aggression is still ongoing. But today we have a special guest, a Nobel Peace Prize, the executive director of the Civil Center for Civil Liberties NGO, which is actually trying to document all of these war crimes which Russia is doing in Ukraine already for 9 years. We have a pleasure to host Oleksandra Romantsova here with us, and I will give her floor because she arrived from Ukraine, from Kiev. She understands what it means to live under the Russian missiles, and she understands what these war crimes mean in practice, not from your TV news. Thank you very much, Oleksandra.
Thank you. First of all, I want to say really warm thanks for all Italians who accept Ukrainian refugees, women, children, at schools, at your families, at your homes, to support because you understood what that means, people in difficult situation. A lot of families here have the residency because they're relatives here. So it's not only supporting Ukrainian citizens, but it's same supporting people who live here. Thank you. Your big, warm heart exactly give a hope to Ukrainians. It's true, my Center for Civil Liberties, together with other organizations, more than 30 human rights organizations in Ukraine, documented war crimes, crimes against humanity, and element of genocide, which exactly commitment by Russia forces. We are not first country who feel that exactly in need to do that. Before Chechnya, Georgia, Moldova, Syria, Mali, and a lot of different other countries exactly suffering from war crimes of Russian forces. Wagner, more than 10 years, commit war crimes at the different countries of Africa. You know that it's a problem because war coming in one home, that means it's dangerous for whole. When autocracy like a Putin system started feel themselves really good, when we accept like a norma that people commit by war crimes at Ukraine and other countries, it starts to be dangerous for you. You know that many days now, people in Iran exactly fighting. Women's trying to fight just a simple, really simple freedom which here in Italy, exactly women have centuries. Now, girls, women and men who support them in Iran fighting for their freedoms. At Ukraine, we have freedoms 30 years after Soviet Union falling. That's why our human rights like freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, our freedom media help us resist. Our army consists from common people, writers, journalists, singers, taxi drivers, IT specialists, businessmen and teachers, all of them now at the front line. It's not professional military. We exactly don't have a lot professional militaries. It's just one of third part professional militaries. All other, it's Ukrainian, not only husbands, but sisters, wife. 30% of our army, it's women. You can ask why? Why exactly people not sit at home, not live the common life, are just going somewhere, sit in fortification at cold and wet places? Because it's not a question, do you want or want not? It's a question, it will be exist your state or not? Because Putin told that Ukrainian not exist. Ukrainians, it's not exactly native people. Ukrainian language, it's not true language. exactly we don't have other choice, because Putin, like a voice from Russian Federation, because he's officially president, told about the Ukrainian need to be not exist. So if we will stop our defending, that not mean that exactly peace coming or something like this. Stopping ceasefire, it's not a peace. Stopping ceasefire, that mean that we will be occupied. And maybe you heard about Bucha. More than 500 people was killed and find at a massive grave, tiny hands, children's, oldest. And it's happened in each occupied territory of Ukraine every day. Torturing, illegally detaining, kidnapping children and civilians. First three target groups: journalists, activists, local politicians, mayors and heads of different councils. So it's not bring a peace if we will stop defend ourselves. It's bring occupation, death, and exactly disappearing of Ukraine like a state, like a culture, like a native people of Ukraine. You know that not only Ukrainians ethnically fight, we have exactly troops from Azerbaijan, Armenia, Chechnya, Belarus, even Russia. We have international legion. Is it not surprised that exactly holding border country with the Russian Federation trying to fight at Ukraine? It's not surprised, because Russia it's an empire. Last old version empire at this planet. And empire always spread. They started from Moldova and Georgia. They fight and they own Chechnya twice. They go into Syria, killed people by chemical weapons, and may commit their war crimes. They started from Donbass and Crimea, and all the Europe told, but listen, they will just stop Crimea, that's all what they need. But not. Exactly. In 1991, when Ukraine gave up exactly and give our nuclear weapon, because we exactly don't need a weapon if we will be defend. And we think that we was defended by Budapest Memorandum when Russia concrete promise never attack Ukraine. It's not helped. Ukraine was 30 years out block of any military blocks like NATO. It's not helps. Every time when Russia promised something, they broke their words. Next day after they signed agreement about grain, because half of planet waiting Ukrainian grain, they started shelling Odessa port. Eurovision, do you see them? Really nice contest, really nice songs. Our guys from Ternopil. It's a small city at west part of Ukraine, not near the Russia. At the evening, where they singing at Eurovision, Russia shelling by rockets their native city, Ternopil. It's not military object there. It's just a civilians. Civilians object, hospitals, schools, just a civilians people who was killed, torturing, raping, not only women, not only young women. That was huge numbers of people who was sexually abused by Russian soldiers. So we documented more than 40,000 episodes. General Prosecutor Office of Ukraine documented more than 70,000 episodes. We have international team, which exactly coming from 12 different countries, who investigate all of this. Ukraine open, Ukraine transparency, because Ukrainians have only one possibility to win: be supported of people who share values with us. It's quite simple values. Be responsible for your state. If you want to have a nice state, organize it. If you want to have a nice politicians, find the people which you can trust. Be such politicians. It's a principle of Ukraine. It's a Ukrainian society which exactly take responsibility for Ukrainian state. It's young people who now dying. I lose my 12th student there. They fight not because they just dreaming about Ukraine, because they dream that their children need to fight. Ukrainians, it's a people who made a choice, and we prepared to fight for our choice. We hope that you will support us. Thank you.